My name is Brooke Alexander, and this is my summary of learning for EC&I 832, Digital Citizenship and Media Literacy. I started this course as a passive participant in the world of social media and described myself in an early blog post as a consumer of media rather than a creator. In order to move from a passive digital citizen to an active digital citizen, I re-engaged with my dormant Twitter account and WordPress blog. Using TweetDeck and Twitter and our course hashtags, I was able to start growing my PLN. Our class connected through the Google Plus community and in weekly interactions on Zoom. Blogging became an effective way to reflect on weekly learning and document my major project. Using Feedly and our blog hub, I had the opportunity to read, comment, and learn from my classmates' posts, as well as have them interact with mine. Other social media accounts helped me to engage with my major project in personal and professional ways. The digital world allows us to perform a representation of ourselves. Marshall McLuhan asks us to look beyond and examine the medium of our messages in order to learn about society. In our society, there is an increasingly blurred boundary between the IRL and online self. Nathan Jurgensen refers to this concept as augmented reality. A relevant and controversial debate has many people discussing the terminology to describe people's online behavior, which includes the actions that curate our online identities. Many disagree with the digital natives terminology and have opted to lean towards David White's explanation of the visitor and resident continuum. Many assume that students in Generation Z have inherent know-how and understanding of technology and digital citizenship. However, this is something that parents and teachers must teach. The world is changing and students need different tools in order to navigate their world. To learn about being safe, kind, responsible, and conscientious digital citizens, my students have been using this poster and other resources listed on this slide. Teachers and parents have a big role to play when it comes to teaching young people about digital citizenship. Understanding Mike Ribble's 9 Elements of Digital Citizenship is a foundational piece for creating curriculum and providing digital citizenship education. 2 ideas stand out for me with regards to teaching about digital citizenship. Technology cannot replace the most important lessons that educators and parents can teach children about being a digital citizen. At the forefront of these lessons is empathy, and empathy is taught through modeling. As our class presenter, Carol Todd, explained, parents don't just give their kids a car and hand them the keys. They need to be taught to drive it first. She says the same is true of handing your child a device. Media literacy is more than just computer literacy. It means more than simply learning to operate a device. In her vlog, my classmate Erin described media literacy in one word: skepticism. She says media literacy is the first line of defense in the online world. A media literate person thinks before they click. Media literacy teaches kids to think critically, be smart consumers of products and information, recognize points of view, create media responsibly, identify the role of media in our culture, and understand the author's goal. Teachers must infuse media literacy into classrooms, and students must be taught how to correctly differentiate between what is to inform and what is to mislead. Students armed with positive skepticism of fake news can become change agents rather than victims. Teaching about literacy in a fake news world can be done by teaching students to be critical consumers and fact checkers. Within the 5 C's of critical consuming, it is important to ask questions like who wrote this article? When was it written? Is it published by a credible source? What is the bias? What was omitted? Can I corroborate this information with other sources? What other perspectives are there on this